Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, look at this color. Isn't that beautiful? The first thing I'm going to do is pull some messages for the Divine Feminines watching. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the amazing Divine Feminine collective that joins me here? Okay, what is it that the Divine Feminines most need to know? Ooh. So I got the Knight of Cups, came out in the neutral position. So I just heard, stay in balance, take it with a grain of salt. Love offers. We're growing out of love bombing. We're no longer falling victim to love bombing that isn't substantial, I just heard, isn't sincere. Take everything that comes towards you as a gift in the moment without attachment to what it means beyond that right now, Divine Feminines. This means with your divine counterpart, with random people, strangers even. Just allow yourself to witness the love all around, the beauty all around. Take sexual tension out of things, take concern about things turning into something more, take everything with a grain of salt, but take it deeply to heart is the first message. And the reason I'm saying all of that is because we got a couple of cards that formed a T for truth, and this is the Page of Swords, which is open curiosity, staying open to the moment. Neutral love, neutral about love offers. This can also mean not needing an apology, just being really curious about what else it could be, you know, not being an ego that says somebody is wrong or not, or they don't love you or not, kind of thing, or that they're going to misinterpret whether you love them or not. This is a journey of self-mastery. Lots and lots of, you know, defining the sweetness between people in general and being more easygoing, less pretentious, more free-spirited, less guarded. I'm feeling that there is a guard dropping, a safety coming in. Divine Feminines, if you can do the work to start somewhere with that and feel very genuine about things. Let's get one more message for Divine Feminines. The 3D, yeah, practical, grounded, coming into a balance. So we need this open curiosity about, you know, the moment in order to actually anchor union into the 3D in a way that it doesn't rock the boat or become unsteady. It has to be this gentle thing, or it's just lustful, I heard. So take deeply to heart, Divine Feminines, without, you know, being overly volatile or emotional or unsteady. Let's get an animal card. What is the animal energy? Moth. So we're getting moth for Divine Feminines. Impulsive, hasty, and wishful. So we're just learning not to do that. In the messages earlier here, it's all about starting small, you know, being practical, embracing the moment, allowing what is without making it wishful or hasty or impulsive or volatile. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new, or moth energy is at play. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easy or different. When in balance, it's enthusiastic and whimsical. When out of balance, it idealizes others and is jittery. To bring it into balance, finish a project without haste. Okay, that is absolutely ideal for the energy that I was getting with the taking things as a grain of salt and open curiosity about what they actually are, not what they could be or what they aren't. Okay, so beautiful. Let's dive into, let's actually do a Divine Feminine check-in. Where are the Divine Feminines at? I heard you all say, hey. What can we see for the Divine Feminines? How are the Divine Feminines actually thinking about their divine counterpart at this time? How are they thinking about the journey? How are they feeling on their heart space for their divine counterpart? How are they feeling on the heart space for their journey? What are they wishing for their union and for their own life in their own right now? What actions are they taking in their own right and that will lead closer to union? What is the biggest challenge for the feminines at this time? What is the spirit guidance for that challenge? And where is the connection going from the feminine side and the masculine side? That's a very nice in-depth look. Let's go deeply. I know I missed a few days. Here we go again. And let's get another card to clarify for the Divine Masculines. Insight from DMs on what we'll get here. Awesome. So what are the Divine Feminines thinking about their connection with DM at this time? Humbling towards grounding the wishful thinking. Again, 10 of Cups can be airy-fairy, wishful thinking, getting ahead of oneself. This says everything's just the way it's supposed to be. Everybody chill out. It's lovely. We don't have to be in ego or one or the other. No overthinking, just in humble strength, empowerment, relaxing into it, deepening this, really appreciating things for what they are rather than what they could be or should be, you know? So Divine Feminines are thinking that about their connection. What are they thinking about their divine counterpart at? And truth. Yeah, so Divine Feminines, it's like a reality check. You're seeing how far you've come from having inflated potential too soon, fallen in love with potential, and you're being more realistic and balanced about the things that really matter. This is the kind of energy where you're asking yourself, do I really like this person? Does this person, what do I really actually like and love about this person just for them and their own uniqueness? So yeah, and the connection, that it's unusual, that it's not like other connections. That kind of truth hits from two different ways. From a deeper truth and an obvious truth that's not necessarily a 3D relationship. That's important here. I'm getting that the eternal aspect of this relationship is coming to the forefront, that the feminines are seeing that there is not a relationship like this elsewhere, and the individual that the divine counterpart actually is, rather than the individual as related to glomming onto a relationship with them. Yeah, it's amazing. So what is it that the Divine Feminines are looking at their divine counterpart? How are they thinking exactly for their divine counterpart? They're seeing the Divine Masculine as not quite victorious in some manifestation. So something, learning curve. They're seeing their divine counterpart still has some learning to do emotionally, on the soul level, with 3D circumstances. This is a public recognition card. It's a victory. So Divine Feminines may be thinking that their divine counterpart is learning how to manifest on a certain higher level, that certain situations in their divine counterparts' lives are a developmental stage, not necessarily the be-all, end-all. I just heard learning to enjoy the journey. So Divine Feminines are learning to enjoy that their divine counterpart is needing more time to come into their full empowerment What does this mean for divine masculines watching? Yeah, the new beginning, this new next level. Everybody's sort of on the same page. I'm hearing timing is everything. It feels like timing is aligning. Divine masculines, you're getting this Ace of Coins sort of feeling like a new cycle has happened, a new prosperous beginning has happened, and your divine feminine is seeing that certain things are very much in the becoming. There's a shared inkling here. What can we see for the divine feminines? How are they feeling on their heart space for the connection itself? Hanged Man with the star. So some are wondering, is this my divine counterpart? Is this, am I being left behind? Is it too soon, too slow? Because there's a hanged man. Hanged man is when the universe puts us in a headlock and we don't appear to be able to change circumstance. So there seems to be a pause. The divine feminines are feeling on the heart space. There is this spaciousness. It's kind of like having enough room for an echo. Energetically, there's enough room for an echo here between the counterparts. A bouncing off of ideas or memories or triangulation with destined path and the counterpart here. So the connection is helping divine feminines sort of triangulate where they are on their destined path. Oh, divine masculines, the magician and the upright here. So on the heart space, this is manifesting a new beginning. So whatever is happening in this pause, there is actually, divine masculines, you have a lot of influence here. Your divine feminine is seeing that you're not necessarily fully acknowledging this connection in the 3D. We've got the magician in the reverse and the magician in the upright here for your instruction, divine masculine. So your divine feminine is waiting for you to manifest something more clearly, more openly, more solidly for whatever you still have going on. Your divine feminine is now really on the heart space wondering what you'll do next based on the way things are currently. So it's not so much wishful thinking or manufacturing an outcome, attachment to outcome. Your divine feminine is more in an open curiosity about which way this will go. And for you, divine masculine, it's your chance to redeem yourself, chance to shine, to make more of a coming forward motion, because your feminine is becoming receptive to allowing the energy to come forward and show itself for its true colors, rather than all of that mothy to a flame kind of thing. What are the feminines feeling on their heart space for their divine counterpart? Oh my goodness, the Six of Wands for the second time. This is that victory card. So we get back-to-back magician and Six of Wands twice. Both in the reverse here. So divine feminines are feeling like their divine masculine has not seen the light fully about this connection. The Judgment card hasn't come through the karma. Possibly this is both counterparts. The divine feminines might also feel like they haven't made it through their karma, and so this public victory, this public recognition, this community knowing about the connection fully has not come into being. And so divine feminines are feeling on the heart space that this is brewing, that this is a developing thing. I just heard, but it could go either way, because now it's not an ownership. It feels more legitimate, and it feels like it's actually grounding with all of its landing gear in place now, instead of a missing wheel. Or I'm hearing communication is increasing and facts are being seen. Timing. What can we see, divine masculines? And another brand new beginning here. This is amazing, because we've got, for the clarifiers, for the divine masculines, we've got prosperous new beginning in the physical, manifesting further connection and input into it, directly manifesting, and this leap of faith coming up. So a new cycle has begun in a minor arcana way, and we're manifesting towards a really big new start, major arcana, whole new cycle. And that represents bigger spans of time. Major arcana is 7, 8, 9, 10-year cycles. Minor arcana is more of the mundane. So there's a minor arcana cycle already starting, that's leading to a much bigger one. And Divine Feminine, you got pages and knights, which is also this, not starting from zero, but starting a new cycle from a certain new level that's higher. Yeah, Divine Feminines, though, on the heart space are understanding that there's so much more to know and see than just the divine pointing and shining the light on the counterpart. There's this reality emerging. And Divine Masculines, for this big leap of faith actually towards this love. Aw, what is the wish the Divine Feminines have in their own right because of this connection? Wow, Queen of Wands and Heart, Two of Cups. This is my Divine Feminine card and true love connection. So Divine Feminines are learning what love really is. And because these are both in the reverse, they're open to knowing whether this is their true counterpart or not. And instead of presuming it to be absolute, they are observing and slowing down and watching the wonder unfold, is what I just heard. And for Divine Masculines, confusion. So you might not know where your Divine Feminine stands. You might be wondering if in the silence they are that into you anymore. This is a really beautiful thing, but they are really just luxuriating, soaking it up, languishing in the energy right now. So you might be wondering what will happen next, Divine Masculines. Just know your Divine Feminine is truly coming into a balanced about this. What can we see for the Divine Feminine's wish for the connection? Wow, we get the King of Wands. In the wish, we got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands showing up. So Divine Masculines are or Divine Feminines are kind of at a standstill, at a block about whether or not they want to, like these twos, it's like could go either way kind of energy. So Divine Feminines can really be said to be in an energy of take it or leave it. And Divine Masculines, they're wondering if you're going to step into your empowerment here, whether you're going to continue to manifest this soul connection, this love connection here, or if it's going to go either way. Now, I do want to say I'm getting a spirit-led disclaimer that if this is truly your twin flame, you're not going to deviate from the connection. So nobody watching worry. This is just the legitimate contemplation that realistic people go through, is what I'm hearing. And so in no shape or form does this mean that true twins are going to actually deviate from the path. It just means that the energy of unconditional love is here substantially enough that if this isn't the true twin, that there's a peaceful release, and if it is the true twin, that there's space enough to come to it mutually, authentically. That's so beautiful. What is the Divine Masculine card here? And we get victory in the upright. So we've had this card of victory twice now. So Divine Masculines, you are going to be victorious in this. For true divine counterparts watching, Divine Masculines watching, your Divine Feminine is just giving you the space to come to it full-heartedly. They do not want the connection less than 100%. And Divine Masculines have the victory here. So true twins, this is guaranteed, I just heard. What can we see for the actions the Divine Feminines are taking in their own right? So much psychic up-leveling, peace. There's just such a sense of peace in this card, knowing this is my telepathic connection, the energetic read, and look at all of this energy. 8 of Wands. And divine feminines consciously holding the love, knowing the love, being in that love. Look at the crystalline crown above her head. She knows who the Empress is. She knows what's up. She knows her worth. She knows that if this is not her divine counterpart, that truly there is someone exquisite beyond coming if that's not the case. And if it is the divine counterpart, there is a firm knowing, complete knowing that there will be no other option for them eventually. Divine masculines, here's the star in the upright. So we got this earlier, the divine feminines got the star at the beginning of this reading, talking about how the destined path is unfolding more realistically. And here you get it, divine masculine. So you are going to come in divine timing. There is this deepening knowing between the twins. This is very telepathic, very you can't make it up kind of thing. Divine masculines, it might feel like a little bit of a weight, but with the King and Queen of Wands both in the reverse, there's some more work to do for both. What can we see that the divine feminines are doing directly to come into further union energy with their divine counterpart? Continuing to walk away from situations that have been heartbreaking, unbalanced. 8 of Cups can be the karmic situation, still grieving, still changing over, putting down the lack, the loss, the grief. I'm getting a lot of grief from this card, and walking towards the sun. The sweetness here, walking towards the sweetness, stopping and smelling the flowers, the roses. There you go for everyone. Yeah, it's just reveling in the moment and knowing that those kinds of experiences across the board are bringing this brand new dawn. So divine feminines are walking away from the things, making peace with their past, knowing that each step in sweetness is getting in the right direction, going in the right direction. Divine masculines, okay. This Knight of Pentacles for me in the reverse is keeping an open mind, being patient, allowing things to be seen for what they are, but also this internal foundation. I just heard the integrity, the acknowledgement of the foundation that's been created, laid already. So trust divine masculines. Your divine feminine is walking towards this new dawn with you. I'm really getting to encourage the divine masculines watching that no matter what it looks like, if there isn't a heavy chasing, convincing, pleading, begging right now, it's because that's not healthy, that's codependent, and you might not be used to that kind of ambiguity. It might be reading as ambiguity because your divine feminine is so involved in their own process right now. Don't fret, I just heard. What are the divine feminines are challenged by most at this time? Integrating more than meets the eye, really just allowing, there's this heart with the red thread connecting the twins, just allowing the connection to sink in very, very deeply, taking stock of what actually is the proofs of the connection and not the images flashing before the eyes in the 3D. The 3D has nothing on the divine feminines because they know that the two hearts are connected. They know that across time and space that their connection with their divine counterpart is secure. But this is the sinking, letting it sink in, the facts sink in. That's the challenge. And divine masculines, the kindness, there's still the sweetness, the kindness between the two that is still challenging. It's not like another connection. It does hold this next level genuine authenticity, and sometimes kindness and sweetness are not the things we want to hear. Sometimes honesty, transparency, I heard disclosure and sharing things that, might trigger people who don't authentically have love, things people don't want to hear. So for divine feminines, it's really understanding right now that your divine masculine doesn't need to share anything. You don't, need to be in the loop. That's a sacred honor when people interact and exchange. That's so intimate, so beautiful. And so let that sink in, that your divine counterpart doesn't need to be connected in any shape or form. And when they do, even if it's what you don't want to hear, it's still such an honor and respect to have that. So divine feminines are challenged by something possibly that they've seen or heard directly or indirectly, and they are just giving themselves a pep talk that doesn't mean opposition. It doesn't mean that it's forever. It doesn't mean that all is lost. What is the advice for the divine feminines trying to process and integrate the 3D circumstance right now from their divine counterpart? It's only a matter of time. Oh, changes in the physical. The pentacles, so many changes in the physical I'm getting. With even, I'm going back all the way to this Son of Pentacles, the last number of cards, with the Destined Path. That's another card that means that things are changing towards this becoming, this connection. Look at all these pentacles. We've got the Sun and Daughter and Queen. There's a whole family of pentacles here. But we've got this changeover, one thing at a time, divine counterparts in the physical. This is your advice, divine feminines, that it's one thing at a time in the physical to change over to, that is a life partner card. The Queen of Pentacles is the mother, the nurture, the creature comforts, the home. Most importantly, the home energy. So home is where the heart is. And now that that's growing, there is an increase of this motion towards togetherness, I just heard, go towards union on all levels. Divine masculines are getting the Eight of Cups as well, so that is so mirrored. Divine feminines are walking away from things that don't serve them. That's the action being taken. So divine masculines continue walking away from the things that are half-assed, that aren't quite good enough, that you're settling for, the options that you're still hanging out with for convenience, the people that you're still involved with romantically that don't hit on this level with your divine feminine. You've got this, divine masculines. Your divine feminine is holding ground, and you are being asked to keep becoming stronger, more solid, more beautiful, along with the development of your feminine. What is the direction that the divine feminines are going in for the connection? We get 10 of Swords and 9 of Cups, so they are truly living behind mental conflict, very, very stressful situations, and growing in the energy to actually start grounding their 10 of Cups. I'm getting a karmic crossover where feminines are leaving karmic beliefs, situations, right near the end, starting to see the proof of the love. The 10 reduces to the ace, and we had the Ace of Swords, this reality check earlier in the reading, where divine feminines, you're seeing how suited your counterpart is, without the wishful thinking or being mesmerized by the signs and synchronicities and feeling there's an obligation, an ownership or duty. This is the spaciousness that's allowing for truly sinking into the fact that the divine has orchestrated your connection, that the divine has put you together, and there is divine hand in the timing. And you're starting to wish to align with what is that solid, that magical, that amazing, without the over emotionality. It's supporting you instead of causing volatility. And Divine Masculines, the King of Cups, so much love. We had the Queen of Cups for Divine Feminines. We've got them all in the right spots in this reading. It's so beautiful. So yeah, divine counterparts, you are wishing for each other. You're feeling the love like never before that has never been demonstrated like this between people. Karmic situations, they can, you know, be altruistic, they can be martyr energy, they can be self-sacrifice, they can be proving to ourselves how worthy, how sweet, how amazing we are. But this is actually validating. So divine feminines, divine masculines, you can't deny the love here. You can't deny the strength of the connection, the reality of the connection, despite everything else going on. What are the masculines direct, or how are they going at this time? Oh wow, the King of Cups again. We just got divine masculines, stay in the love, trust, and now we've got this over emotionality and hanging on to the connection and this new beginning. So something has possibly happened that the divine masculines have really seen how, I just heard how energetically lucrative this connection really is, and it's kind of bringing them to their knees. I just heard about just how amazing, incredible it is to know you, divine feminine. It's really rocking their world. I'm feeling some are crying. And divine masculines, the future potentials are limitless here. They really are. You know, it's about surrendering to this untapped potential. And now that you're feeling this emotion, this incredible connection, the future is bright. It's absolutely incredible. Okay, let's get one final card for the connection from this divine feminine perspective. The vessel and the medallion both wanted to come out. Let's have a look. Okay, the medallion. The passing on of sacred objects is an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. We gift jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds, some of great material value, others that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it's important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. When a medallion card appears, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of objects around you. What do you covet and collect? Why? Is there an object you have held onto for years that you are ready to release? Perhaps it's time to reach for the medallion that aligns with your deepest values. So yeah, this is also in the first messages, divine feminines, we were getting the love bombing, or, you know, the things that, the sweetness that can be exchanged, or not making more of it. We're also getting here, remember, don't attach value beyond the moment to the objects that you're being given, but understand that there are promissory things exchanged. So if your divine counterpart has given or hasn't given, look at how objects represent energy, and let go of things in your life that don't serve, and don't ascribe too much undue meaning to things that are coming into your life or have. Be balanced about it all. And the vessel. To learn Roman numerals every time I read this book. Okay, the vessel may be the most powerful archetypal form on earth. It is everywhere. Cups hold liquid, stoves hold fire, our bodies hold organs, our homes hold families. Through the simple act of separation, the vessel protects what it contains. Nests are protecting eggs, savings accounts protect our earnings, even the planets are contained within their circular orbit. When this card appears, it's time to assess what is being held together and how. Is the vessel too tight, too loose, broken, empty, full? Or perhaps there is no vessel at all and the contents spill in every direction. It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honored. Is it time for you to build, break, or repair? You must find out. Stable, strong, graceful, when in balance and when in the dark, trapped and being in a bubble. So yeah, Divine Feminines, hold your own vessel, contain your own energy, and go with that flow. It's so incredible. This divine journey contains the two of you, whether you are containing each other or not. And really, karmic situations try to contain the other. In this journey, the divine has got you both contained.